sure are a dangerous guy.
Come on! Sorry, missed. Screw you, is that the best you got?
Damn it! Try to stop this one. How about you stop this one? He's just too strong. I don't even think I can defeat him.
I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent, that special move would have worked on me quite well. It's just one of the perks of being an android, that I can sense the vibrations in the atmosphere at the point of your re-entry.
What even are you?
Now for the final touch. Electro Eclipse Bomb!
I gotta be able to save everyone. I gotta risk it. For Pan, for Gohan, for Goten. Everyone is counting on me!
What? How? You were done for!
What's the matter, Super 17? Are you scared? Like they say, karma's a real bastard. You're about to go down in flames. You like absorbing people's energies? How about you absorb mine? Oh yeah, I'm willing to go down with him. Yeah, I know I can't move while I'm in this hole, but I'm willing to risk it all. I'm gonna explode and take you with me, 17. What's the matter, 17? You can't move? Are you scared? How many people begged for mercy and you didn't give it to them? You're about to go down. I'm taking you with me. 17, I won't let you kill anymore!
I'm sure that on a... I'm sure that on a... I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent... I'm sure. 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 I'm sure that I'm more. I'm sure that I'm more. I'm sure. I'm sure that I'm more. I'm sure. I'm sure that I'm more on a more. I'm sure that would have worked on a more inferior opponent, but it didn't work on me. No. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent it would have worked on. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent. Clip it right there, the stupid game. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent. Inferior opponent. I'm sure that on a more. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent, that special move of yours would have worked. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent. I'm sure that on a, I'm sure. I'm sure that on I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent that special attack. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent that special move of yours would have worked. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent of yours that special. I'm sure that I'm. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent of your. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent that special move of yours would have worked. I'm sure that on a more inferior. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent that special move of yours would have worked crafted well. I'm sure that I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent would have. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent that special more. I'm sure that on a. I'm sure. I'm sure that on an inferior. I'm sure that on a more. I'm sure that on a more. I'm sure that on a more. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent. I'm sure that on a. I'm sure. I'm sure that on a more. Yeah. I'm sure that on a more. I'm sure that on a more. I'm sure that on a more. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent. That's. I'm sure that on a more fitting. I'm sure that on a more. I'm sure that on a more inferior opponent would. I'm sure that on a. I'm sure that on a more. Ah!